On everybody, welcome to the Wager Zone podcast, and we're back for another MMA event breakdown. This is going to be Cage Warriors 177 Unplugged. If you guys have not yet gone and checked out my PFL Mania 3 video yet, go and check that video out, subscribe to the page, and you would not miss any of the videos. But go and check that video out. That's another MMA event that's going to be on right before this one. But yeah, guys, let's get right into this breakdown for this week. It's going to be Cage Warriors 177 Unplugged. Like I said, first fight of the night is going to be Conor Patterson taking on Jan Masek. And I'm going to be taking Conor Patterson in this one, guys. He's a very heavy favorite. I'm going to be making a 3-leg parlay with Conor Patterson along with two other guys along in the co-main event and the main event of the night. So Conor Patterson, I believe, is going to be able to get the takedowns. Masek knows exactly what to do when he's on the floor, most likely. Most of the time. He gets taken down, and his takedown defense is not there, but he has really good guard. He always throwing up submissions, but it only lasts for like about a round. So if Conor Patterson can stay on top, like I think he's going to get on top right away and then just get away from the submission attempts in the first round, I think he's going to be able to grind this fight out. Maybe get his own submission in the second round, the third round. Maybe get a ground and pound finish in the second or third round. Because I do think Masek's going to gas out eventually after he just keeps throwing up submissions in the first round. But like I said, guys, it's going to be the first leg of a parlay. I'm going to be taking Conor Patterson in this one. In this one, it's going to be Farhad Nazarnia taking on Neil Ariana. And I'm going to be taking Farhad in this one, guys. It's going to be a very even fight. But I do think Farhad is going to be the way better fighter. I like his striking output. I like his takedowns. He mixes his all-around MMA skills in very well. I think Ariana is just a very powerful striker that's going to be coming in throwing looping hooks and just trying to land a hard shot on the chin. I don't think he really puts everything very well together. He's more of a guy that just tries to land a very hard shot and then try to knock you out. Farhad moves around the ring very well. He lands good jabs. He lands a straight good left hand, very good. And then he mixes it in with the takedown. He's one of those guys that he'll throw a right overhand right and mix it in with a single leg and take you down to the floor. So I like how he mixes in the takedowns with his boxing. I've seen him fight against a guy that was a very strong guy, just like Ariana, that's going to come in and try to land these looping hooks and maybe try to push him up against the fence. And he has good takedown defense as well himself. So yeah, guys, for this bet, I'm going to be taking a straight money line play on Farhad Nazarnia on this one. Next fight is going to be Angus Hitt taking on Michael Tchamou. And I'm going to be taking Michael Tchamou in this one, guys. Angus Hitt is a guy that just pushes pressure forward and he tries to get you in the clinch, take you down to the floor, and he just throws those looping very low level strikes that don't really like hit you with a lot. And Michael Tchamou is a guy that's going to be very strong and trying to knock you out. And Angus Hitt, I've seen when he gets hit with the little strikes, he doesn't like getting punched. Every single time he gets hit, it's like he's about to fold over and he starts clinching. But Michael Tchamou's takedown defense has been suspect, so I do understand why the line's going to be a little close. Because don't get me wrong, guys, if Hitt gets him to the floor, I don't think Tchamou's going to be able to get back up. But I don't think he's going to be able to get to the floor. He's not that strong. Tchamou was very strong, and I don't think he was going to be able to pull him down to the floor from the clinch. And I just think Tchamou was going to eventually land one of those uppercuts or straight right hands down the pipe and just knock him out. I don't think Hitt could take a punch at all. So this is going to be a straight money line play, and I'm not very confident in it, but I'm going to be making a bet on it because I do think the guy's going to end up getting the knockout. So I'm going to be taking Michael Tchamou on the money line, guys. This fight is going to be John Arsley taking on Joe Middleton, and I'm going to be on the Joe Middleton side. I'm going to be placing a straight bet on him. Guys, I just think this is going to be a grappling affair, but I think Joe Middleton has shown that he has good takedown defense, and he has decent boxing. John Arsley doesn't have good boxing at all, and he shoots takedowns from very far away, and he doesn't really put a lot of power into them. And Joe Middleton actually knows exactly what to do with takedown defense. He's probably going to get his own takedown as well. But this fight does stay as a standing affair, guys. I do think Joe Middleton as well could win a standing battle as well. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to mix up my words right now. But Joe Middleton, I think, is going to be able to keep the boxing very good as well. I think Joe, honestly, it's going to be a very competitive striking battle if it does become a striking battle, guys. But I do think Joe Middleton's going to be able to get his own takedown. And when Joe Arsley eventually gets on his back, he doesn't really know exactly what to do. It's kind of a guy that if he gets a takedown, he is very good at top pressure, but if he gets taken down to the floor, he does not like do really well. He doesn't know how to get back up. He starts folding over. He gasses out in the first round. So yeah, guys, in this fight, I'm going to be taking Joe Middleton in a straight money line play. The first leg of a 2-leg parlay that I'm going to be making. The line is not out for this fight, but I am anticipating him to be in about a minus 1,000, minus 1,600 favorite, something crazy, because he is going to win this fight. It's going to be Thiago Khabib taking on Anthony Orozco, and Anthony Orozco is going to win this fight, guys. He's going to be able to keep this fight standing up. He is a very good striker, very good jiu-jitsu. This guy is just a very good all-around MMA fighter. I think he's going to end up in the UFC one day. I'm not going to lie. I'm very high in this dude fighting out of San Diego. And the guy Khabib he's fighting, he doesn't really... He's takedown or bust, and if he doesn't get the takedown, he's just going to end up getting pieced up, and he's not going to be able to put the striking out just to even keep up with Anthony Rosco. So yeah, guys, I'm not going to take too long on it because I'm very confident, and the line's not out yet. I'm just anticipating him being over a 1,000 favorite, but he's going to be the first leg of a 2-leg parlay, so give me Anthony Rosco on this one. I think he's going to end up getting a knockout. The second leg of that parlay with Anthony Rosco is going to be Alice Smith taking on Riri Hudson, and I'm going to be taking Riri Hudson in the second leg of that parlay, guys. I'm really confident in Riri Hudson. I think she's going to be able to stop the takedowns, and she's going to be able to get the knockout probably in the first round. I'll tell you guys right now, Smith is not going to be able to stand with her at all. Riri Hudson's going to be able to piece her up. Her boxing is very nice. Her boxing is very crisp. She hits very hard, and she got a knockout within the first 10 seconds to 15 seconds of her last fight. But yeah, she did fight a very low level competition, but Smith is a very low-level girl as well. She's one of those girls that comes in and gets you in a clinch and tries to pull you down. But I just think Riri Hudson's going to be able to get her underhooks, turn her over, and maybe even get a takedown herself eventually. Honestly, in my opinion, she can even take her down herself. So I think she either gets a ground-and-pound finish or she just knocks her out in the first minute of this fight or in the first 2 minutes of this fight, guys. I think her boxing is way levels above her. So this is going to be the second leg of that parlay with Anthony Rosco, and I'm actually really confident in this parlay, so hopefully it cashes for us. This fight, I'm going to be taking Marvin Vetrilla over Adam Shelly. I think Adam Shelly, he has that very wide karate stance, and I don't think he's going to be very good against a guy named Vetrilla. I just think Vetrilla is going to be able to land his hard-ass strikes, and this guy is a dog. He walks you down. He eventually lands a hard shot, and someone in Shelly that has that wide karate stance, he stands upright with his chin up in the air, and he doesn't really move his head very fast enough to actually be fighting like that. I do think Shelly's going to be trying to land his kicks, but someone in Marin's going to be able to get on the inside and just keep walking you down and pressure you. And I think he's going to eventually get the knockout. I think he's going to eventually land one of those straight right hands or even land a body kick that's going to fold Shelly over. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to be taking a straight money line play on him. I'm going to be taking Vetrilla in this one because I just think he's going to end up getting the knockout. Going to be the second leg of a parlay that from the first fight of the night with Conor Patterson. I'm going to be adding Ali Sarwa again in that parlay. I think he's going to be knocking out Percy Herrera. Percy Herrera is a striker, but he doesn't move his head at all. He stands very straight. When I say he stands very straight, you guys will see he doesn't move his head. Like, he throws strikes with his head down the middle, and he can't do that with someone in Sarwa. Sarwa has shown me that he has very hard strikes. Yes, his boxing kind of low level as well, yes, but he hits really hard. He puts people to sleep with one-shot knockout power. So give me Ali Sarwa to get the knockout on this one, guys. I'm going to be adding him to the second leg of that parlay with Conor Patterson. And yeah, and I'm very confident in him to actually win this fight by knockout, guys. So yeah, if you want to take a knockout prop, if they give you a prop with Ali Sarwa by knockout, you could take that one as well. But I'm just going to be adding him to my parlay, guys. All right, guys, this fight's going to be the main event. It's going to be the third leg of that parlay. It's going to be Tchamou Blair taking on Florian PT. I'm going to be taking Tchamou Blair as the third leg of that parlay, guys. I don't think PT is going to be able to get the fight to the floor. He's a guy that just wants to get to the fight to the floor and try to throw up a submission, but I don't think he's going to be able to get to the fight to the floor. And also, I think Blair's a better grappler than him, in my opinion. I think Blair can even get this fight to the floor and probably dominate him from a top control as well. Tchamou Blair has shown me that he has good takedown defense. He has decent submission defense as well, but he does have a fight lost by submission to a guy that just got a contract in Dana White's Contender Series this past week. But to me, it's like you just lost to a guy that just got a contract to the UFC, and now you're fighting a lot of these low-level dudes, and honestly, he's going to piece this guy up, and it's probably going to be a standing battle because he's not going to want to go to the floor, and I think he's just going to end up winning a striking battle, end up knocking this guy out probably late in the third round, probably something late, guys. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the third leg of the parlay. I'm going to be taking Tchamou Blair in this one. And all right, guys, that's it for Cage Warriors 177 Unplugged. Those are all my bets. If you guys are still listening to this video, click that like button. It's not that hard. Just click that thumbs up. It helps helps me along the way get more people generated to my video. Also, guys, subscribe to my page. I post MMA videos, I post soccer videos, I post NFL. I'm gonna be doing NBA when it starts up. Guys, I'm here every single day, so don't miss out on anything I'm posting. I've been making people money here. Go check out some of the comments, and people have been loving what I'm doing here recently. So hopefully we catch all these bets for you guys. So subscribe to the page, leave a comment. Also, guys, like that video. Like I said, if you guys are still here, I'm gonna say that one more time. Like that video, it helps me so much. But also, guys, I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be posting LFA 193, and hopefully we cash all our bets, guys. I'm out of here.